Hi there guys, and welcome back to LyVal Arcade. I am your host LyVal. So today we are actually going to be playing an old mobile game that I haven't played in quite a long time, but I absolutely adore. I chanced upon it many years ago, and it's called the Arcana, and it actually has a really good storyline, like very surprisingly well done, and the art style is just phenomenal. So, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and play the prologue. So, Chapter 1, The Magician. And to start, I chose the name Nemdramas a long time ago. Actually, this was the first instance that I used this name, was in this game. And I chose my pronouns as he, him in the game, because I kind of fluctuate a little bit when it comes to how I feel and who I am. But even more so when I was younger. So, to start, my name is Nemdramas. I am a student of the magical arts. I live and train in the city of Vesuvia. Tonight, the evening fog is thick, blanketing the street in an ethereal, milky glow. I linger at the window to appreciate the tranquil scene before drawing the curtains shut. Here's Azra. I'll miss you. My master Azra, the fortune teller. I know nothing of his past, yet he's taught me all I know of magic. Must you leave tonight? It's the dead of a moonless night. The right time for beginning a journey, says Azra. His eyes twinkle in the low lamplight. Azra. Here, take this. For you to play around with while I'm gone. A gift? How unusual. Azra. My tarot deck. That's the last thing I expected him to give me. The tarot deck is Azra's own creation, imbued with great power. Now, I can choose one of two ways. I'm gonna go with the one I always choose, which is You Think I'm Ready, Master. You think I'm ready, Master? Azra. You're still calling me that. You know I can't answer that for you. You've made incredible progress, but you still won't let go of your doubt. Do you think you're ready? And then we've got an option between why don't we ask the cards and why don't you ever answer my questions. I'm gonna go with why don't we ask the cards. Excellent suggestion. A few rays of starlight peek through the gauzy curtains. It's been a while since we've practiced. Because I've perfected it, or because you're always gone? I'm not gonna be... I'm not gonna be rude. And be arrogant. Have you now? You really are gifted. I shouldn't have expected any less. Well then, let's see that perfect technique. He's always going on about how powerful and gifted I am. His confidence is heartening, but I don't know where it comes from. When we sit down, something brushes along my ankle, smooth and cool. Oh? He reaches down from his chair and holds out his hand. A long purple serpent winds her way up his arm. She flicks her tongue at me. It's Faust. Azra's familiar. She's pleased to see me, I think. If we're all here, let's begin. I shuffle the deck. My gaze follows the cards as they slip through my fingers. Pick this one. The High Priestess. Azra leans close, expectant. And what is she telling you? Is she speaking to you now? When the cards speak to me, it isn't in any human tongue. Nonetheless, when my mind is clear, the answer comes to me. You've forsaken her. I have? Yes, you've pushed her away and buried her voice. Azra frowns but says nothing, waiting for me to continue. She calls out, but you won't listen. Master, if you ignore her... A sharp knocking startles all three of us. A customer? At this hour? Did we forget to put out the lantern again? Just as well, I can't stay any longer. Azra gathers up his things to leave. I wonder where he's going this time and what he'll bring back, but I know better than to ask him. He never answers. Well then, take care of yourself, Nimdramus. He still has something to say, but he won't say it. Until we meet again. He parts the curtains soundlessly and slips out the back door. Azra's barely left when the mystery visitor knocks again. Impatient by the sound of it. Let's open the door. The figure steps inside and begins to unwind the shawl from their neck. Forgive me for the hour, but I will not suffer another sleepless night. The elegant cloth slips away, revealing the visitor's face. At the sight of her, my heart leaps into my throat. The Countess Nadia, here in my shop in the dead of night. Please, you must read the cards for me. I'm not going to be rude, so you've come to the right place. The Countess relaxes ever so slightly, her gaze sweeping over the shop. So I'm told, your reputation precedes you. Beggars and nobles alike, the people of this city whisper your name in wonder. Though in my dream you were different. No matter, I come with a proposal. Dream? Yes, an unwelcome ability I have come to possess. My dreams are haunted by visions of a future waiting to unfold. But the future I saw, the one that brought me to you, is one I will not allow to pass. What's this proposal? Are you nervous, perhaps? You needn't be. I require very little of you. Come to the palace and be my guest for a short while. You will be afforded every luxury, of course. I ask only that you bring your skill in the Arcana. The Arcana? She must be talking about Azra's tarot deck. I will alert the guards to expect you tomorrow. But before that, I want to see these talents of yours for myself. Shall we do a reading? Under her imperious gaze, I usher her to the humble back room. The Countess seats herself across from me. Her gaze darts around the small space before falling on the cards on the table between us. As I shuffle the deck, she folds her hands before her and closes her eyes. The magician. She peers down at the cards, studying its face. How very appropriate. And what does the magician hold for me? My mind is clear. The answer comes to me as easily as ever. You have a plan. One that's important to you. And, should I set it in motion? Her eyes pierce me, flashing brilliantly in the lamplight. Yes, now is the time to act. Everything has fallen into place. Say no more. Abruptly she stands, giving the card one last glance. She throws back the curtains, striding back into the shop proper. Your fortunes are straightforward, much the same as the others I've heard. And yet, you are the first to pique my interest. The Countess crosses to the front door, winding the shawl around her face. Ahem. Open the door, stay put. I'm gonna be nice. I nearly trip over my feet in my haste to open the door. The Countess merely looks amused. I will see you tomorrow then at the palace. Pleasant dreams. With that, she glides past me and out into the night. For a moment, I'm frozen, staring after her figure long after it has vanished into the mist. What could the Countess of Vesuvia want with me, a mere apprentice? All that talk of my reputation, could it be that she mistook me for Azra? I'm still mulling it over when I hear a harsh, muffled voice. Strange hours for a shop to keep. Who said that? My gaze darts around the shop, chasing shadows in the dark. Behind you. Sure enough, when I turn, I see a figure looming against the door. So this is the witch's lair. Then, who might you be? My heart starts racing as the masked intruder advances. Oh, who's asking? I managed to spit something out enough to give them pause. I'm asking. I'd rather not do it again. The squeal of leather makes me wince as the stranger reaches for their mask and tosses it to the floor. As I suspected, shock, horror. You know who I am, don't you? I do know his face. I've seen it on wanted posters around the city. But his name eludes me. No matter. Quickly now, where is the witch? I take a deep breath to calm myself. It seems he only wants information, nothing more. Master Azra is gone. I don't know where. He never tells me. Master, is it? Ahem. I won't pry into your personal affairs. But if you don't know, and I don't know, why don't we ask your magic cards? Huh? That is what the room in the back is for, isn't it? I give a hesitant nod, unsure of the motives behind his odd request. After you, then. He drops himself into the reading chair, looming over the table. Go on. No need to be shy. I don't know your name. My name? For your reading, I need to know your name. Oh, right, yes, of course. You can call me Julian. Hesitantly, I take my seat, his eyes tracking my every move. Oh. As soon as the card is flipped, my mind starts racing. Death. The card whispers to me, but before I can understand it, Julian interrupts. Death? Death? He barks with uncontrollable laughter. He turns away from me and the cards, raising his eyes to the heavens. Death cast her gaze on this wretch and turned away. She has no interest in an abomination like me. He strides out of the back room without a backward glance. Overcome with confusion, I follow at his heels. Wait, that's not what death means. It's... But Julian heaves a heartfelt sigh, shaking his head. No, my fate is sealed, but you've been hospitable, so I'll let you in on a secret. Your witch friend will be back for you. He's taught you his tricks. You may even say that he cares for you. He lifts his mask from the floor, staring into its glassy red eyes. But when he returns, seek me out for your own sake. Don't let him fool you, shopkeep. After giving me a long, hard look, he fixes his mask in place. Well then, the hour is late, and I'm out of time. With a swirl of his great black cape, he throws the door open. It slams shut behind him as he disappears into the early morning fog. All right, we are now on to Chapter 2, The High Priestess. I may just leave this here. We'll see.